Hello everyone. This is going to be a quick video on the rules of Necromancer. So to begin, you will need 2 decks of cards shuffled together without the jokers and 3 dice. To begin the game, you draw 1 card at a time until you have 1 card of each unique suit. I already drew a spade, so I'll set this one aside. And once we get 1 of every suit, this will be known as our party, and this will be known as the tower of 100 floors. Just go ahead, give it a shuffle, and draw a card from the top. Now, to defeat the card you drew, you will either have to have a card of the same suit be equal or greater, or have a card of a different suit be double or greater. In this case, our 7 beats the 5, so we can put this in a separate pile called the graveyard. And because this is the card that defeated it, we will set it face down for now. We draw another, 2 beats 2, same suit. 6 beats 3, same suit, face down. Now, aces are a special card in which they will always win if they fight the same suit, but always lose if they're different. And it's the opposite for the enemy. The enemy will always lose if it's the same, and the enemy will always win if it's different. So because my ace is different than his ace, my ace automatically loses. When a card loses against an enemy, the enemy is still defeated, but our losing card is sacrificed to the tower and shuffled in. And we are left with only 3 party members. Now when all our party members are face down, we are able to flip them all back up and continue playing. So we have a king. In order to defeat this king with our 2, we only need to draw an 11 because a king is valued at 13. Shouldn't be horribly difficult with 3 dice, so let's go ahead, give it a try. And looks like we we roll exactly 11, which is enough. Continue the game. We have a jack of clubs. Now this is a different suit from either of our party members. So a jack is 11, double will be 22. Now our biggest card is 7, so 22 minus 7 is 15. We will need to roll a 15 in order to defeat it, at least. Looks like we weren't able to, so our 7 gets sacrificed, and the jack is defeated. We're only left with the 6 now. Let's shuffle that. 6 beats 4, different suit makes it double. And we continue with only this. That is a 12. I need to roll a 10. Rolled exactly a 10. Need to roll a 14 in order to make 20. And I was unable to. Oops, that was the wrong pile. Shuffle that in. Now we're left with our measly 2. Need to roll a 16. Oh my gosh, I did it. Alright. Alright. This, need to roll a 22. That is impossible with 3 dice. So, our final party member dies. And that is that. Except the name of the game is Necromancer. So what you can do is take one of your dice, throw it away, You're not able to use it anymore. You're only left with 2 now. And you can use your graveyard that you've made in order to get entirely new party members. These are really bad party members, but it seems they will have to do. To resurrect a new party from the graveyard, you basically do it just like you did at the beginning of the game, but using the graveyard instead. So here's our new party. We're only left with 2 dice now, but we can continue down the tower. That beats that. Need to roll a 2. That's guaranteed with 2 dice, so that's a win. 10 beats 6, and that's a 12 minus 3, and need to roll a 9. There it is. All our party members are flipped, so we can flip them back up. Need to roll a 5. There it is. Ace has to battle like suits. If it's an enemy, it will always lose, so that's an automatic win for the diamond. This is an offsuit, so it's 8. Our 10 can defeat the 8 even without using a roll, but we kind of want to keep the 10 because it's much larger than 2. 2's a lot more likely to lose the next encounter, whatever it is. So I'm going to do a risk and try and roll a 6 in order to use the 2 to win that match. And looks like we rolled a 7, so we were rewarded. And now, 12 times 2 is 24. I need to roll a 12, which is technically not impossible, but we weren't able to do it. The 10 gets sacrificed, and we're left with these tiny cards. And you basically get the cycle of the game now. You just continue on like this until your party members get sacrificed, you get more cards in the graveyard. Eventually, your party members will die again, in which case you get rid of another dice, go into your graveyard, get a brand new party, and just continue on like that. And that is how you play Necromancer. Thank you for watching. I almost forgot to mention, the game is over when you run out of dice and party members. In which case, your score will be the number of cards in your graveyard, which in this case is 14. And the goal of the game is to try and get to the bottom, or at least get as many cards in the graveyard as you can.